everybody! It is December 22nd, which is basically the first day of winter, so we're going to do some winter baking today. I have a friend's Thanksgiving birthday graduation party combo thing to go to this evening with Jake and a few of my friends, and I'm super excited, and I always like to bring dessert because duh. But yeah, so today I'm making a, I know I'm gonna butcher this because it's French. It's bûche de Noël, which is basically a Yule log cake. And it's not basically, it is a Yule log cake. But yeah, I've made this before to some moderate success. Getting it to roll is really hard because you have to do it while it's still warm, and then you have to let it cool completely. Like, you cannot unroll it while it's warm. And just disclaimer, you cannot unroll your Yule log while it's warm, okay? So we're going to do this, and it's a pretty straightforward, albeit lengthy process, because I do believe we're making a Genoese sponge, which is a fatless sponge, and I only know this because I watch Great British Baking Show on Netflix, favorite show ever. But basically we get all of the airiness and delicate cake flavor from egg whites. So we're basically making like a meringue first. Lola is playing in a shopping bag. It's the last of my she's stuck. Oh my god. Okay. So you're just gonna whip up your egg whites so they're like really fluffy, sort of like a meringue, and then everything just gets folded into that super delicate, light, beautiful, beautiful cake. Okay, so we're gonna start with the egg whites first, because they take about 5 minutes to whip up, and we're gonna do our dry mixture later. Okay, all right. So yeah, so here I have 6 egg whites that have been separated from the egg yolks, and we need the egg yolks, so you want to keep those. And I have them in my other mixing bowl. I got 5 out of 6 that didn't break, so it's pretty good for me. So we're just gonna put our egg whites onto our mixer. And to the egg whites, we are going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. And then we're also going to add a pinch of salt. Okay, so we're just going to put that down. And your egg whites, you want them, or your eggs in general, you want them to be room temperature. I don't know, it helps with the consistency of it. It helps everything come together. I'm just gonna start that. Start it out low, and then I'm gonna increase the speed because you really need to whip them. And we're gonna do this for about 5 minutes until sorry, got a phone call, my mama. Lola's in the back again. Anyways, yeah, so we're just gonna start these off slow just to incorporate the salt and the cream of tartar, and then we're gonna speed it up because you really need to whip it to get the air incorporated into our egg whites. All right. And I'm using the whisk attachment for this. I don't know if you noticed that, but yeah, whisk attachment for my stand mixer. All right, and while that is going, we're gonna get our dry ingredients together. So we need a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. It's so loud. Okay, and we need a 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. And then we also need a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm just going to combine this so that everything is incorporated. There, it looks like Nesquik, but it's not. Don't eat it. Remember, cocoa powder is unsweetened and it's gross. Okay. All right, I'm stopping my mixer because I want to show you. Be very gentle because I don't want to get the air out of this. What our mixture looks like. See, it's foamy. Okay, It's very frothy. Right, and to this we're going to gradually, and I say gradually as in like so painfully slowly, add a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. And I'm saying slowly because you want to make sure all of the sugar is incorporated before you add more sugar. You're going to deflate your egg whites if you add it too quickly. So you don't want to add it in all at once. You just want to add it in gradually. You want to make sure it's very like no chunks of sugar, nothing, you know, big. So I'm going to wipe this out. Bought the Aldi brand sugar, and for whatever reason it always is like really big and chunky with like huge clumps of sugar in it, but oh god, excuse me. Okay, so 1/4 cup of sugar. We're going to turn this back on. Here we're at. That is the last of the sugar that we're putting in there, and you're going to whip this. It says about 4 minutes until soft peaks form. And basically when you like pull it out, it's going to form a peak, but it's going to over. It's not going to stay stiff. Meringues are so beautiful. I love it, but they're so delicate. And they're not super hard to do. You just have to make sure that like you can't have any fat in your bowl. You have to have a completely clean, dry bowl, nothing in it, no like oil from your fingers or anything, because it'll fall apart basically. And you can't have any egg yolks in it either. So when you're separating your eggs, you need to be super duper careful. I have an egg separator, which really helps. So if that's something that if you want to delve into the world of meringue, okay. So this is what you're looking for. You see that peak, how it's flumped over? Flumped over? It's beautiful. Don't eat this. As much as it looks like marshmallow, don't eat it. It's raw eggs. It needs to cook. Okay? So we're going to set this aside. We're going to put this, our egg yolks, onto our mixer. Move. I don't know where to put this. I'm running out of room. Ooh, put that there. Okay. And then to this, we're going to add, so out of the way, the 1/2 cup of sugar. And we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Sorry, I wrote my recipe in pencil and it's really hard to read. It's not very dark. Okay. My mind is all over the place today. All right, so we're just going to whisk that together. Until it gets thick. Does that look thick? Thick enough. Okay, so we're going to fold this mixture into our egg whites. Just going to pour it in, scraping down the sides of the bowl. And remember, we want to be gentle because we don't want to break our egg whites. This is what makes the cake fluffy. Okay, so we're just going to fold, swing around and pull through. Okay. Woo, look at that. Okay, so that, stick that back in there. See this? Oh, this is what you're looking for. It's pale yellow. There's no streaks of unmixed batter. Okay, so now we're going to add in our dry mixture half at a time, make sure that it's fully incorporated before we add in the extra half while not over mixing. Okay, we want a nice but fluffy cake. Seems like about half. Okay, okay. So it looks like everything is fully incorporated. That is our mixture. It looks delicious. Okay, so this is a 15 by 9. Oh God. Anything else? Okay. This is a 15 by 9 by 1 inch baking dish, baking pan, baking sheet. And I have sprayed it with nonstick cooking spray, lined it with parchment paper, and sprayed the parchment paper with more nonstick cooking spray. So we're just going to pour our batter. Oh, I just coughed a little bit. We're going to gently spread this across our pan, making sure to get it into all the corners. So this, I think I need to get it into this corner more. It's really hard when you line anything with parchment paper because it never wants to go right into the corners. Okay, this beautiful little concoction is going to go into a 375-degree oven for 12 to 14 minutes. I'm going to check it probably after 11 minutes or so because you don't want to over bake this because that will make it hard to roll, and when you roll it, it will crack and you're not going to get that beautiful spiral. I feel like I could be a judge on a cooking contest. Okay, so we're going to pop this in the oven and I will let you guys know what it looks like. Stay tuned. Okay, so our cake just came out of the oven. It's heavy and it's hot. Okay. So this is what you're looking for, a nice, light, airy, beautiful cake. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to gently try. Okay, so this is a kitchen towel that I have dusted with powdered sugar. And we're going to tip this gently. Okay, well, that works. We're going to take that. Okay, we're going to peel our parchment paper back. Looks good. And we're going to roll this short side down. And we're going to try and keep it nice and tight. Roll. Ta-da! All right. Ooh, I'm leaking. All right, so we're going to cool this until it is completely cooled. And then we're going to fill it with a yummy buttercream. And then we're gonna cover it. It's a multi-step process, but it'll be fun. Hang in there, guys. It's gonna come together. All right. Welcome back to part 2 or 3. I don't even know. This is a long process of our Yule log cake that we are making for Friendsgiving and such. Okay, so for the filling, we need 6 tablespoons of softened butter and 8 ounces of cream cheese. I meant to open this before, but slipped my mind. The cream cheese also needs to be softened. So I have my mixer fitted with the paddle attachment, and we're just going to cream the butter and sugar until they're incorporated and smooth. Since they're softened, it shouldn't take that long. Okay, now we're going to gradually add in a pound of confectioner's powdered sugar. You can buy boxes that are just like 1 pound boxes, but they're hard to find, at least where I shop. So again, I had to measure it out myself. There's 16 ounces in a pound, 8 ounces in a cup, 2 cups of powdered sugar. And then we're also going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. So I have a half teaspoon here, so we're just going to do 2 of these. Okay. And just going to bring that up. Do half a cup at a time. That's the last of her. Give her a taste, shall we? It's a good cream cheese buttercream, but we're about to amp it up to the next level. So what we're wanting to do is reserve a cup and a half of this. I'm not gonna be exact with it. I'm just gonna do what looks right. Okay, so there's about a cup and a half. And we're gonna move this off to the side as well. Because we're gonna use half, well, a cup and a half of it for the filling, and then we're going to use the other for the topping. But there's 2 separate things that we're gonna be doing with them. So we're gonna use another bowl. And we're gonna fit it with our whisk attachment. Don't worry, I've cleaned everything, so there's no residual egg or anything. And we're going to put a cup and a half, half of a cup into here, and we're going to, this is, oh my god, I'm losing my mind. This is heavy whipping cream, and we're going to use half a cup. And we're going to put it in here, and we're going to whip it until medium soft peaks form. Weird noise. I don't think it should be making that. You want to whisk it kind of fast. So it's whipped cream, and you need to do it pretty quickly so that it starts to whip. Alright. That looks about right. We'll be reusing this, so we're just gonna put that back on there. And then, so this is going to get folded into this. And for folding, that's what it looks like. We're folding because we don't want to lose the fluffiness of the whipped cream. So we're just adding an airy lightness to it, but no, not really any sweetness from the heavy cream because we didn't sweeten it. If you were making like a sweetened whipped cream for like desserts, then you would add powdered sugar to this, but we're not, so we didn't. So the cream cheese buttercream is already soft and sweet, so should only take a couple minutes to incorporate. All right, so this lighting is what we're looking for. So it's not as thick as it was before. It's nice and fluffy and airy. Tastes so good, nice and sweet, but not too sweet. So that is our filling. Jake's gonna get mad at me because I'm using all of my mixer attachments, which will be a lot of dishes. Okay, so to this, we're going to add just a pinch of salt. Ooh, that's a bit much. Okay, pinch of salt. Our 2 ounces of Baker's chocolate. I'm using the semi-sweet again, just because I liked how it worked for the molten lava cakes, and like our icing is already going to be pretty sweet because it is this like buttercream base, but I just, a little bit of extra sweetness never hurt anybody, and you know, it's the holidays, we can afford it. So we're going to add this. This has been microwaved and cooled, not chilled, but cooled. Just going to add this to the mixture. All right, and then we're going to add a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. We're just going to cream this all together. All right, ooh, look at that. This is going to be the bark for our Yule. I'm struggling. I need a nap. I'm not feeling super great, and I need a nap. Okay. So good. All right. Now it's time to fill our chilled Yule log. So if you'll come with me, please. Okay. So here's the Yule log. It has been chilling for about 2 hours now. I've just left it at room temperature, so we're just going to carefully unroll this, being very gentle as to not crack it. Okay, well, it cracked, so that's that. All right, gonna try and repair it. Hopefully no one will notice, but I don't know. Okay, so we're just going to plop our filling in. We're using all of it, so it's going to be super filling-y. I'm just going to spread it. Okay, so now we're just gonna do what we did before, start on the short end. I'm going to roll her up. And I guess it's, oh no, oh no, no, no. Sort of fortunate that the crack, oh God, no. It'll be seam side down, okay? I'm just going to plate it on a baking sheet because it's easy to transport. Oh. It's not too bad. It could be a bit tighter of a roll, but that has to do with our split. But here she is. Ta-da. Ta-da. And then we're gonna cover her in our cream cheese mixture, and she'll be good to go. All right, thank you guys so much for watching my videos and following along with all of the shenanigans that I get myself into. I appreciate it more than you guys will ever know. Thank you again, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be back soon, I'm sure. be sure to check out my Instagram, Frady Bakes by Sheena, so you can see the final product of this, see how it all turned out. All right, I hope you have a wonderful, happy holiday, everybody.